Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye. So basically, what we're gonna do is talk about a little bit of things. But first, we're gonna start small. So out here, we had an incident many years ago from Mansfield Training School, and it was a reform school. And when we had this, you couldn't even see the light of day or see what was coming. But something had happened, and it was really nasty, really heinous, and you couldn't see what was coming. Right, because it's highly occulted. And let me tell you, those who are like sensitive to energy or spirits or psychic medium, you can't even do anything. So that's why I'm a little swollen in the face. Is that when the occult actually takes something and like their locks or something is leaking out of their locks, and we say containment is broken, we can't even believe like what's going to happen. It feels like the worst summer cold. But what is going to come out of there? Because today I saw energy come around my back. It came through my ear, and then it literally was like a stop. Like, don't even go outside. Like, that energy made me not even go to get the mail today. Right now, so let's look. Let's look. What do we need to know about Mansfield Training School? Now, what you can actually look up is that it was a huge human rights violation in there. Just like the state penitentiaries, like the state hospitals, you couldn't see. You can actually hear my accent a little bit better. There's some lack of judgment coming through. We could definitely see it with the riots. They can't even see it coming. There it is, Mother of Swords. You have to sit with only logic. What makes sense to you. It is odd. It's really odd. Here we go. So two cards want to come out. So you can't foresee it coming. All of a sudden, it's something like a piece of mail comes in to you, and when you see it, you say, I think I might actually go for that opportunity. When you see the Father of Cups, you're going to sit well. But it's like, I hear attunement to like a time test, like an old hearing test. And when you see this, you see the Ace of Swords. All of a sudden, there's no logic. Like the vibration and the hearing. Like I'm hearing also ear infections. I'm also hearing uh like like bad air infections, like leaking. And then I also hear like there's something owed. But then I see the letter O. Welcome to the occult. Welcome to the occult. It's luck. The Wheel of Fortune, it is just straight luck. Whatever is going to come out of there. Now, when I see this, I see togetherness. I see like a popping opportunity. And when I see this, I see the Four of Cups. And it's stone cold apathy. Like, literally. So my experience from working with like finding out about the occult and seeing what is going on with the occult is you got to stand still and you got to stand by. And when you stand by, you got to sit still. And here I am, I'm bouncing my legs. That's probably why the camera's shaking a little bit. But when you see the Son of Pentacles, you go to do like a business offer or like write up a contract. And then you got to Nine of Swords. This is like high anxiety, and you start crying. Like, I can't believe this actually happens. Like, I was just about to do this. The Eight of Pentacles actually says that when you come to it, you don't even go it. You just don't even go it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Ace of Wands, that is where this like fiery, passionate beginning, or where it's popping off, or you hear that the EBS is popping off. The Six of Cups, it's been like this before. Around 1992, 1997, 1989. And then also 1973 around Son of Sam. I couldn't even believe that came up on Netflix on the viewing. But when I see this at Three of Pentacles, it actually is three coins. Three coins. When you see Five of Swords, all of a sudden you're like, you can't pass through. You cannot pass through. When you see the Father of Pentacles in reverse, you lose money. All of a sudden, like you're bankrupt and you didn't even do anything. when you see the Seven of Pentacles, there's no like skilled work or there's like nothing that you do. This thing came out of there so bad where many people lost their jobs for no reason whatsoever. They got so sick. It really was harsh. And when you see this and you see the Daughter of Wands, you go, just go write it in the pad and go give it to the lawyer. There it is. That is how tired everyone all of a sudden feels. This really is about securement, every form right now. So if you have windows of opportunity of securement, it's going to seem counterintuitive, but do. You're not even going to be able to really use much psychic work. You just got to go with the flow and just go on us there it is. Autopilot. It's an autopilot. You can't even 10 of Wands, like there is this relief that comes in, but it's nine to the 9 of Wands. You're looking around and you're like, is it safe? Is it safe? Son of Cups. I like visions at night, the dreams at night when you're near this area. It's not poltergeist, but it's definitely something that makes you go cross-eyed. Like I'm doing a hold on like 3 of my neighbors, not to do anything right now. I don't know what is out and about with energy, hidden motives to the point of witchcraft, nasty witchcraft. Oh my gosh. So when I see LA and I see what's coming on, I see how it like came up from Mexico and they don't even know what they're doing. So when I see these challenges, it really is not to like banter or put down, but when I say they ate it up and they do it well and they do a no, you can't even see it like go through it at all. It's like they showed you exactly what has been going on. They haven't really done that much. This 7 of Wands, it will come in a lot about how everything is to do it done, and then you see the struggle, but then the you can't even say it. The 4 of Wands, you can actually have a picnic all of a sudden. We already know. We already know what to do because it's happened before. 10 of Wands, burden. Everything is a burden all of a sudden. All right, let's go to the next deck. How is this clear view? Well, now we can see clearly. We can see clearly. Politics, they're literally going to dig on committee hearings, on your rationale, and on your thoughts. And then when they do that, you actually say, well, July is coming. I'm going to have to pay the taxes. There's something about water. Something about water. I actually look at the lake and the river and the stream. You can't even make it up. You can't even make it up. You can't even believe it. Starfish. Vulture to whale. It had something with like frequency and hertz. And it went to the point of where everything was gone and everything was due and everything was like sue them. But I don't know why it's like one of those like vanilla wafers that look like a star. When you see this, you actually go into the store and you feel like you gotta get in and you gotta get out. There's one of those antsy feelings, like I just can't tolerate this. When I see spider, it actually is like a closed like dark window effect. I can't even say it. Peacock, divine splendor, crow. It goes to the point of, do I actually have to watch like The Crow, and then I have to watch The Omen, and then I have to watch like The Craft? Because when I see this is like a type of like a beast that comes through. When I see unicorn, I see it. Actually, look at horses. Look at horses. When I see this, I see sit and meditate, and I see India. All right, Starseed Oracle. It really is going to go right to the autopilot. And when autopilot, they're going to check signatures. They're going to check your signature now to see if it's correct. Like everything that you have like come to the assumption, to a speculation, to anything of that, you're just going to say, I already know. I already know that you're going to do it. So I just did it. Every answer is correct. Every answer right now. We don't know what we're looking for. Watch the grass, flowers, peonies, petunias. How does that go to politics? Poppies. World War One. It's like something about like transmission and activation. When you see this, you see birth and creations, tapestry of life. We were talking about like birth centers. Like out here, we had a couple of hospitals close their birthing centers. Question everything, anything unaligned must go. You gotta roll with it. You really just gotta roll with it, but you're not a rolling stone. So then it goes right down to Pink Floyd. Are you breaking the wall? And then you say, I don't need to actually go to school. I actually can just do this. And when I say micromanaging, highly, almost so like you micromanage your day and you look hyper vigilant, to an OCD, to a neurodivergent. So when I look at this and I say life lessons, soul growth, and study higher learning, you can't do it. You can't even believe how hard it is to like see everything come through. And you're like, I told you it was this word. If I see this word or I see one thing out in the public, that I'm just done. I'm just done. And I'm going to sit and watch this. Coping mechanisms. The saying, just be clear. Make sure you're grounded in reality. Make sure like you're not flying high. Physical, emotional healing. I feel like there's an energy slam that's going to not like be clear. That's why some are cold. Here we go. Here it is. Isolation rooms. I feel like it's like a 2 kick-up of a bird flu. It feels like nice sitting next to a campfire. It's like a relief. Here we go. All of a sudden, you try to call in support, and you're using your radios, and you go, there it is, they said they'd do it. And then you go, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. Yeah, just know what you can offer at that time. Learning how to be human in a world not of it. Aliens. So when we actually go back to it, to the highest place of known, there it is, there's politics about aliens. What is true about immigrants and what is true about aliens. Birth. It's about birth. So all you need to know, as you're going through ICE, and then you're going through the arrests, and you're going through everything that's like policy procedure, you're looking at your green cards, you're looking at everything. You can't even do it hard enough on like a go, like get a go. Set your vibration, forgiveness, telepathy. It's like these mothers already know everything about that child prior to them being born. Everything. They're like, I already know. I need this, 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 this. No, don't do this, 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 this. Energy. That child's energy is something about this. So when you go to alien and you go to immigrant, it is different. Different. You'll be able to connect the dots. Colors. I don't know why they're all of a sudden they're like, I saw colors. Sit and rest. Sit and rest. Call the doctor. Sit and rest. Don't go anywhere because you're not going to do well. You can almost hear colors when you listen out. People are going to start remembering certain things about it and like literally open doors. Open doors. Let's see. I feel like the Lionsgate portal is coming. I don't know why it's hard and heavy this year. Really hard and heavy. What do we need to know further? It is documented. Don't burn the midnight oil. Trying to figure it out. On a bigger stance, they're going to ask if we're going to war. There really is. I mean, it really is war. Diversity, definitely about DEI. There was something about DEI and diversity, heritage and culture in a state to probate. All of it. The waterfall, when you see it, don't take a leap. But when you see the garden, actually sit, it's gold. And then when you see the karmic trench, literally, like I'm seeing the farmers, they're actually tilling and doing everything on a schedule. Yeah, I would actually do it around this time. And then when you see the Archangel Michael, don't actually test the soil. Oh, first you want to test it, I say, I feel like you would just do it automatically. And then when you see the clearing of the way, I feel like they hit water, they drill, and they're like, what's in our water? It's disgusting. It's a reminder of Flint. This is gross how that just flowed right out. The journey. I mean, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Caught in the ruins. Yep. People start wondering, like, what was really going on in the public? And that's all you need to know. So, let's see. What else? Let's get the runes. And that will be it. That's really all you need to know right now. Wood runes. Birth. Cows are born too early. Flow, like the flowing of water. The dam. You see this? Gift. Knight sword. Hidden game. Wealth. Phrase. Power. And when you look at this, you can't even do. Torch. Like you're sitting out at night and you're like, it's best to sit out at night. It's easier. Easier to talk. This has to do with like reflux. Everyone is like getting reflux during the day. And then when you look at this, you go, what was I doing in 1991? And then you go, uh-uh, cut it out. Just by driving around, you literally go, holy cow, you can't even do it. Just straight instinct to a type of trolling again. This all of a sudden everyone's doing these old habits. And that's what's funny. Well, look at the crystal quartz, and that will end for now. On a political standpoint, they even start doing some old habits to try to draw it out on what is going on. Here we go. You can't even see it coming. You can't even say, all of a sudden there's a knock on the door and they say, yeah, you can come out now, you're good. And then when that happens, you can't even be it at all. At all. You can't even see it coming. And then you go, there it is. There it is. So all you need to do is pace yourself. Whatever you saw it, you heard it, you felt it. And you're like, I already know what's going on. It's not premonitions. We've been through this before. That is what's going on. It's highly political all of a sudden. And it's not even 12:30 yet. And that's all you need to know. So with that being said, any questions or concerns, leave a like, a comment, a share, an email. It's greatly appreciated. A subscribe, greatly appreciated. And we'll talk to you soon.